Well, good morning guys. Just before we start the video, I just want to let everybody know I am now shooting these videos in 4K. So if you want to watch it in 4K, if you go to the bottom right hand corner of your YouTube screen, click on the cog settings, adjust your watching to watching in 4K, so you can actually watch these in 4K. Just a quick note to let you guys know, so if you want to watch it in 4K you can do. That's just if you haven't got it set already. Well, good morning guys. It has been blooming cold here. It was blooming freezing this morning, everything was frosted over. But as you can see in the pond, I know I've got 5 air stones in there, but I'm getting a lot of bubbles hanging about. When I had the protein skimmer on, I didn't get. So I just might think about having a go at another protein skimmer and see what we can do. I do have a bit of tube actually to make one of. I might just have a go when I've got time. The wife has found me some more work. The sun's coming that way. Let's move down here. What she wants now is decking. She wants to put some decking all along here now, up to the flower bed. And she wants all that side decking off so we can have a swinging seat and what have you down there. So all that grass will be coming off and see what we can do. I have ordered the decking. It's obviously going to happen, so that's found me a lot more work. That'll be keeping me busy till the covers come off. Can't wait to get these covers off. Oh, I hate them. But there you go, it's not a lot we can do about it. Spring's on its way. Look at this lovely sunshine. It's still cold here, it's only about 9 degrees, 8 degrees. It's still pretty cool, but it's not as bad as it's been. So what I want to do today is just potter about really. Nothing pond wise. I'm going to clean the new roof. I'm going to clean that off because it's full of leaves. Don't know whether you can see it because the sun's up there. Not sure what sort of picture this will turn out, but there's a lot of leaves and mank on top of that roof, so I'm going to wash that off. And then I'm going to start doing stuff down here. That's got to go, that's got to go, and the bushes all along the back have either got to be moved or got to go. That's got to go. Loads to do, and I'm hoping my decking will be delivered this week. So I'll just give you quick shots of that. I know it's nothing to do with ponding, but I'll show you what I'm doing as I go along and we'll see how that goes. That's the job that's in the pipeline. Okay, here we are in the filter house. There is one or two things being said about this Upflow filter that we've built, and I just want to put a couple of things right, because I think they're probably being said by people that's never actually built one. So what is being said is because we actually agitate the media so much, they're putting a lot of dirt back into the pond. Well, I want to put that to test today. So what I'm actually going to do is put it through a cleaning cycle, and when it fills up to start working again, returning water to the pond, I have actually got a net down here and I've got some filter floss in there that I shall be holding under the outlet. So we'll see exactly what dirt does actually go back to the pond once this thing's been through a cleaning cycle. I'm going to start it off. This has now been running 5 days. It's Thursday now, so yeah, it's been running 5 days. So what I'm going to do is put it through a cycle, let it do a proper full cycle. Then I'll put the net under the outlet, which I've got open there, as you can see. It might be a little bit noisy because I've got that open, but I've dropped the water level in there so I can get the net under the actual outlet, and we'll just see what actual dirt is returned back to the pond. So bear with me, we'll go through a full cleaning cycle and then give it a bit of a check on what it's actually turning out back to the pond. So here we go. I'll stand back while that's going on so you guys can see. It should cut in any moment. Here we go. So We're now going through our cleaning cycle. I don't know whether you notice the colour of the media. You can actually see the colour of the water in there. It's pretty dirty, and this is, like I say, after 5 days. So it's now emptying out, working its way down as per usual. Giving the media a good old stir up. I was going to actually put it back on the 35 litre a minute pump, but I've left the 60 on just to see how all this goes. Now that's going to drain right down, and you will know the media is a lot cleaner already, and that's just the first one. Let's just see if we can have a nip outside and see what sort of dirt's coming out of it. Well, as you can see from that bucket, there's an awful lot of dirt in that bucket. That's from the first rinse. I'll pull that out so we can take a look at that after, so it doesn't have the second rinse clean it out. So it's now filling up again, as you can see, and it's now going to empty again. So it's now emptying down for the second flush. So I'll get my net ready and I'll get it under the end. So it's under the end of the outlet, and we'll see exactly what comes out of this after the clean. So it's now going to drain all the way down. I've got my mesh in the net ready, because it'll start to fill up again any second once it's drained all this water down. But as you can see, the media is a lot cleaner. But now we'll just wait. We've got another 10 seconds. This is just to make sure it drains down fully and we get rid of all of the dirt, really. And then we'll see what actually comes out once it's cut back in again. So just bear with me. And it's now filling up. So here we go again. So very shortly we should see a return back here. So holding the net under it, it's going to start coming through any second. And there we go. That's it filtering back to the pond. So I'll whip this out. I'll try to open it up for you. Now there's a tiny bit of dirt in there, but I hadn't done it for 5 days, don't forget. And you know how this filter floss does show it up. Now the amount of dirt that we've taken out, and the amount of dirt, that little bit of dirt in that filter floss, if we can take it outside you'll probably see better. There is a little bit of dirt in there, definitely. I brought it outside, so that's the amount of dirt that got flushed back. It came with a bit of a rush actually. It was a job to hold the net, but I did get it, and to be quite honest, there's a negligible amount of dirt in there. If you look at what we have taken out, plus another bucket full because we did a second rinse, that's what it's taken out, and that's all we've got in the net. And don't forget, this stuff catches everything, this filter floss. That and a second rinse what's been taken out from that filter and from your pond, and that's a little bit of dirt that we caught in the filter floss. So to be quite honest, that is a very negligible amount. Let me just get the bucket out so you can have a look in there. As you can see, look at that dirt in there. That's the dirt we've actually taken out, and that would have been the tiny bit that went back to the pond. and to be quite honest it'll be back round again anyway. But to me that's pretty negligible and expected. Nothing serious at all. And I haven't seen that amount of dirt taken out like that is in any upflow filter. That is tremendous. But water quality will tell. We'll have a look at the water in my pond and see if you think it's any better. Okay, we're back up and running again. I don't know whether you can notice, but that media is a lot cleaner. And if you look, that is the actual clarity of my pond water. You can actually see that through the tube. That is the clarity of my pond water. That's looking through it. I hope that's showing up on this phone, but that's what we've got. I've just grabbed my phone. I thought I'd just give you a quick look at my water. That's the quality of my water now. Since this upflow filter, I've turned the air off so that you can see a little better, but I am getting a little bit of protein bubbles on the pond. So will that mean a return of the protein skimmer? Looks like I want to hoover out actually, but I'm thinking about it. As you can see, there's a little bit of protein floating about on top of the pond, so I've got room to put one for a start. Will the protein skimmer make a return? I'll probably wait and see how it goes, but that is my water at the moment. But the water quality is incredible, absolutely incredible. Will the protein skimmer make a return? Probably. I've probably overfed them a little bit, which has caused this protein. That doesn't help. I'm loving the quality of my water, most definitely. Also get a nice look at the fish. They're all looking good. Still 15 degrees in the pond, so kept nice and warm. It's about 13 here today at the moment. We've had a mild week. It's been really good. We're getting frost in the mornings now, but I don't mind that when you get this sort of weather through the day. It does make it that little bit better and means we can get out and do things. Well guys, as you can see, I've got to start. The bushes have all gone. I'm now digging out for joists. I've got the outsides done. That's down to level. Everything's moved. I've got everything moved and taken out. As you can see, border down here, that's where the big bush out the corner went, and a little garden across there, rock garden. The bush that was in the corner just there, that's here. We've got that down here. So everything's moved out and the work has started. I'm just hoping everything comes this week. I've just got I can't remember how many it is now, about 12 of them to dig out to get the joists in, and then I can start building it once it gets here. It's been cold this morning. It's that time of year, roll on spring. But that's it, that's as far as I've got at the moment, so I shall press on. My poor old hanging baskets are coming back a little bit now. Now the weather's not quite as bad. It did really knock them back terrible, but they're starting to come back a little, so that's a good sign that spring's on its way, hopefully. Well, good morning guys. As you can see, I have made a little bit of progress from yesterday. I've started digging the holes out for the posts to support this decking, so I'm getting there. I've obviously got the holes down the backside to do now and get them done. I was hoping my wood's gonna be here this week, but it sounds like it's going to be early next week, so that's going to set me back quite a bit. We're making progress with it. I've still got quite a bit to do yet. Probably give me a bit of a rest from doing all this and then starting on getting it built. But we are making progress and it is coming along. Well, good morning everybody. I'm videoing from this end of the pond for the simple reason the sun keeps showing through the cloud now and again, and it really blasts down when it does. We've even had a few snowflakes this morning. Didn't come to anything obviously, but we've had a few snowflakes. What I have had happen is my skimmer pump packed up when I put it back on to run it. That packed up, so I've had to invest in a new one. So what I've actually got, if we come in here, I bought the new Jabeo, is it? Pond pump, the Vario one, 10,000. I just bought the small one of that. It looks a nice little pump actually, and I've got it running my skimmer, and it is actually on the minimum setting. So I'm running about 30 watts for that. But that's what's on my skimmer at the minute. I've obviously got to tidy all this up and get all the cable done. I just wanted to get it going. But I got that fitted in yesterday. So that's my skimmer pump up the chute, and I've had to get a new one. Got that sorted out. Okay guys, the decking, as far as that's going, I'm all ready for it. I've got all this stuff down. It's ready to put the actual supports on to the cross members. They're all down there ready. All the holes are dug for the posts. They're all in, so I'm stuck now and waiting for my wood, which they say probably won't be till Monday now, which is a bit of a pain. I could have got on with this, but never mind. So that's held me up on this one, but that's the job so far. And if I come back here, it'll probably show you a bit better where it's going to be actually, and it's going to come along there. So we should probably get a barbecue up there and a swinging seat and that sort of thing. But that's the job at the moment. Stuck because I can't get me wood. Well guys, it's a pretty cold and miserable day here today. I've got all the ground ready. I'm stuck now, so I'm not going to get me wood till next week, so that's set me back a few days. I'm hoping it's going to turn up early next week, not late, but fingers crossed. I'm all ready for it. I just want to get started building it. But as you know, there's not a lot to talk about in the pond world at the moment. It's all pretty quiet, apart from the builders next door. They're never quiet. But let me just come up here out the wind. Boy, that wind's cold. Anyway guys, all it leaves me to say is you all take care. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy ponding.